I'm Chris for MyMMAnews.com, being joined by the Moroccan Devil once again, Youssef Zalal. And on short notice, he is jumping back into the cage with 1 week. 1 week notice. I know you said you wanted to get back into it after Ramadan, but did you anticipate it going this way? Let me start. First, how are you, brother? Thank you for joining me.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's awesome to get back to the kind of normal life, you know. So it's
right.
It feels good. It feels good to kind of be back talking to people,
yeah,
doing interviews and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool.
That's awesome. So you were doing a lot of good things for Morocco, man. Like, that has to be such a great feeling to give back to your home country. And I mean, you know, coming off of your UFC debut win, like, everything is just going so well for you right now. How does that feel for you, bro?
Man, I just feel like there's millions of other people just looking up to me, and like I can't tell you how many texts I got about people asking me how from Morocco how to get into the UFC. Like they trying to change their lives, you know. So I'm like, I feel like it's like I was meant to, like, I don't want to be the guy, like, you know, meant to be doing this and that, but I'm like, I feel like I just want to give something back at least, you know. Like I don't care if it's money or knowledge or anything, you know. At least give something back, like just to put like I'm not just here just doing my own thing, you know, focus on my own thing. Obviously you're gonna do this, you're gonna focus on your own thing, but at the end of the day, it's when there's a whole country behind you looking behind you, you wanna at least give back, man. So that's my goal, man. That's like, I want to see more than 3 Moroccans in the UFC. I'm the first Moroccan to have the second fight in the UFC, hopefully, you know. But it's just crazy to see all that, you know, and like to see a whole country like sending me messages and like this and that. So I just want to give back to the people that we don't have the opportunities that I did.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Right, man. And so again, I'm getting back to where I was originally, just going off rail and just excited because, like we talked about before, man, you said you wanted to get back after Ramadan, which I hope everything was awesome. But with 1 week notice, why?
I don't know, man. Like I said before, man, I really shine in short notices.
Right.
I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I had the best performances in short notices. Like when I went to Morocco, came back, I had 3 weeks camp to fight. So 2 weeks training, one week cut weight, and then because I dropped down to 140, and then had my highlight reel knockout that got me into the UFC. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like debut, I felt amazing. Short notices, I feel like I just don't put too much pressure on myself, and I don't know if you know this sport. It's brutal when it comes to putting any little pressure on you. You got problems. So I just want to be as best as person I can for myself and as a fighter. I don't care about the rest. I don't care about what anybody else, you know, like he's better than me. He's not. I don't care. Like the guy I took the fight, I did not care if he was. They told me he's 18-7 and all this and that. He's experienced, blah blah. I was like, it's time to have fun.
Right. Now, I mean, you're on par right now with what you wanted to do as far as many fights per year. But again, like, were you ready to step into the cage at any given moment? Because a lot of people right now, they're taking their time because they didn't get a full training camp and essentially losing out on opportunity. And, you know, as they say, shoot or shoot. So you're taking that opportunity and you're staying on course to have as many fights as you wanted in a year. Would I be wrong with that?
Yeah, man, I'm blessed to have Factory X as my team. You know, Mark Montoya he's not playing around. He's trying to have everybody staying ready no matter what. Like, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's pandemics going on. You better stay ready stay in shape. At least do something. Like, he was texting us, like, you guys still running? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Let's meet up at the park. Let's do this. So it's like, you always do that, you know. And I feel like especially now and anytime when there's an opportunity comes in, you don't want to break that opportunity, you know.
Right.
That's how I feel, man. It's like opportunity comes to me, I'm not saying no. I'm like, I'm on it and trying to make the best as I can, because a couple of years ago I could never had this opportunity, you know.
Right.
So you never know, you know. It's like, so for me, that's how I think about it, man. I'm just blessed and grateful to have opportunity like that. I know guys, like, even they lost 3 in a row in the UFC calls, they'll still take it, you know. You can't say no to that, even though like you're supposed to be kicked out of the UFC, you know. You just 3 in a row at the UFC, be like, see you later. But
Right.
I'm just grateful to have the opportunity, man, and step up when they need somebody.
Were you already in talks with any other names or any other dates?
We were in talk about for short notices, but we never talked about like
in the future.
In the future, yeah, we never thought about like, we were thinking about July, but as soon as I found out I was in Abu Dhabi and this, and I was like, oh, that's dope. Like it's in my like my peoples, I should say.
Yeah.
I speak Arabic, whatever, but I was like, I just didn't know like where to go exactly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I was preparing for July.
Yeah. When are you taking off for Vegas?
Tuesday, actually, I leave.
Tuesday. And everything, you still have to go through all the pandemic, the COVID testing, fighting in front of nobody except, the hundreds of millions of people watching at home. That doesn't affect you.
That's something I don't know. It's like, I know that I get tested, check like my temperature every day and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And that's all I know. I know I'm fighting with no crowd, I'm pretty sure, but.
That doesn't bother you?
Nah, man. I was like I said, I train at Factory X, man. They make it Friday nights, like Mark Montoya makes us like do the walkout. Like even walkout, we walking out. Like we can't just, if we have a cage round, like we don't just step in the cage. You gotta prepare to step in that cage. Like you gotta mentally prepared, and you got people screaming from both sides. Like you got your teammates, your coaches screaming. So which voice you gotta listen to, and all that. So, and it's not like there's loud music, but it's not really not different from that,
Right. Now, obviously, like you said, you were staying ready. And I mean, not for nothing, your opponent is getting a new opponent in you. So Jordan Griffin, he wasn't prepared for you as of last week. He was going to be, fighting someone else completely. So now he's getting a new look and, completely new person. So it's on a relatively even playing field at the moment because both you guys stayed ready. Now both you guys are going into somebody that you weren't prepared for. What do you think about Jordan Griffin as your opponent?
Man, he's a durable guy, man. He's very dangerous guy. He's not no joke. So I mean, he's 18-7 for a reason. I mean, he fought Dan Ige, like Dan Ige, that was his UFC debut, I think, right? I'm pretty sure. But like that's insane, like that guy, Dan Ige has his second main event, coming up. So I'm like, this is crazy. Like this is a huge name for me to fight and really show my skills against a very experienced guy. He's more vet than me, He has 3 UFC fights, so I cannot say no to the opportunity. I would love to learn from that fight and really go show that even though I'm young and not crazy record, but I can show that I really have the skills to be what I need to be in this sport.
Mm-hmm. And you both are, I'm saying you have youth on your side. He might have a little bit of, the experience factor, but both of you guys, if you look on paper, are very submission heavy, both spectacular submission finishes. How do you anticipate this bout playing?
I don't know, man. I said it's gonna be all over the place. I feel like this fight, it's gonna be striking, ground. I feel like it's gonna be nuts. I feel like, and that's, man. Hey, we prepare for that. Let's go. Like if you trying to take my neck, I'm trying to take your neck. That's how I think. Like if somebody trying to take you down, take him down. And we'll go from there. But it's a fight. Like it's
right.
It's like we can have the best game plan and it can change. You like you put somebody in the chokehold, like something changed. You hit him clean right or clean left, things change quick. So I'm just ready for fight, man. I'm just ready to have fun.
Yeah, and I mean, again, we've talked about it before, but this pandemic, unfortunately, obviously, it's hit a lot of people a lot more drastically than it is others. But with all the momentum going in your way and everything that you're able to do, again, for your home country, you got your UFC debut, and then right afterwards, and now, coming out of the pandemic, you have your second UFC fight. And as I said earlier in the interview, shoot or shoot. So is this somewhat of the silver lining of the crazy 2020 for you?
Man, I mean, like, to be honest, I can't complain about my 2020.
Right. And like, I was saying the same thing, just truth be told, but I feel horrible saying that because other people are dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? But man. You can only be grateful.
So for me, I was like, that's what I'm saying. For me, it's being grateful. I'm trying to use my platform to kind of really help people with, even though with my own money and all that, it doesn't matter, man. Because like, I have an opportunity to really at least have money coming in. You know, like you don't worry about your family and all that. But I see a lot of people like still struggling through all this. But it's just crazy to me how to see how like really one thing can change a lot of things. You know, like one small. I don't want to say small. It's a big pandemic, you know. But it changes everybody's life. Like I was telling you, like on March, I was like, it makes you think like your whole life goals, man. I was like, oh shit, like you know, I was like, I've been here 2 months sitting at this house, not trying to go see my family because I was worried, and it's just insane. But 2020, man, it's been great for me so far, man. And I can't wait to make it more amazing for me and my family.
So obviously with you doing, relatively well in 2020, you're doing big things again for Morocco. So I'd anticipate that you want that win bonus. So how do you predict this fight going out? How do you finish your man, Jordan Griffin, to get that bonus to give back and, keep things flowing, bro?
I don't know, man. He's tough to finish. So if I can get that under my belt, finishing Jordan Griffin, that's big. And usually when I finish people, it's something crazy. So
it's pretty nice.
I'm very excited, man. I can't wait. It's like it's gonna be a fight. It's definitely he's no like, oh, I'm gonna pull back and this and that. Like he's staying on you the whole time. So I'm excited for that, and I usually love fighting guys like that.
So I want to ask, man, this is a big card, one for you, and two, just as fans go, right? So I'm wondering, out of the entire card, you have another pair of featherweights that are going to be on, so I'd imagine you'll be looking close at that fight. But also Dustin Poirier and, Hooker, and then you got Mike Perry, you got, Mickey Gall. And, just tons of great people on the card. You got Violent Bob Ross. Who are you looking forward to seeing the most?
Oh, God. To be honest, I love watching Dustin Poirier. And then the Hangman, the Dan Hooker, man, that's going to be a fight. Like, that's going to be a fight. God, like, they both coming in for some heat, too. They have something to prove.
Yeah.
I'm like, especially Dan Hooker, I feel like he wants to really be the next one for the belt. So I'm like, oh my God, like that's so I like I said, man, I'm just blessed to even like when I started my debut, I started for the headline for Jones and Reyes, and Valentina and can't remember the other chick. So I'm like, it's crazy for me to see that. Like a couple of years ago, I was fighting like an LFA, like local, so it's. And LFA it's an amazing promotion, man. It's
amazing.
Like, I feel like if you want to be anywhere, you definitely got to fight in LFA. I would recommend anybody that wants to be any high level should go to LFA because they're not gonna give you no easy fights either. You're gonna get some fights in there that really test you. So, and they're amazing people, man. They're amazing. Communicate with you good. They take care of you, and I can't thank them enough.
So you didn't give me a clear answer. Who are you taking in Poirier versus Hooker?
Oh, God. Why you got to do that to me?
Oh, God. Come on, bro. I mean, you're the pro. Everybody wants to know what the pros think about the other pros.
God.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get a bunch of... I'm going to go with Poirier, man.
Yeah. I think the experience will speak for itself. He's been there with a little bit of more experienced guys, been there under the bright lights when it's, the heat's on him.
That fight with Khabib, man. Oh, my God.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, there's plausible reasons for both of them. So I can definitely see that. So, again, you kind of jogged around it. So before we close, I want to get a clear, precise prediction. Round, submission, knockout. What are we going with, brother?
I don't know if it's gonna be submission. It's either a decision or a knockout, to be honest.
Right.
One of them knocking each other out or a decision. I don't see it being a submission. I don't. Dan Hooker is not a submission guy. More of a. I could be wrong. I don't know. Like I don't know the exact how many submissions he has in his record, but.
Right. Well, I'm glad you I'm glad you gave your perspective on that because I was actually referencing your fight
Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad.
But hey, you just clarified that main event even more. Now I appreciate you, brother. But speaking of your fight, you kind of dance around, but either way, prediction as far as submission, knockout. I know you don't think it's going to go the distance because you're looking to get that bonus. Give back.
Oh man, I don't know.
Crisp and clean. Lay it out.
I don't know. I feel like we'll see, man. I don't know.
We'll see, brother. I'll leave it there.
We'll see.
All right, man. Well, I want to let you get ready to go, but how about sponsors and coaches and social media, brother? You obviously want to get the name out there, keep the train going. Everything's going momentum-wise. Let them know.
Oh yeah, man. Big shout out to my team, man. Factory X. You know, we've been getting ready and grinding for 5 years now. I think close to 6 years. So, and then my whole strength conditioning team, man, is like I have Augie and Wrigley and all my teammates to wake up at 6 a.m. just to go do some strength conditioning like crazy guys. So it's I'm very happy with that. And, you know, big shout out to my wife. You know, it takes a lot of stress off, you know, doing this sport, especially in this sport. So you can't thank her enough. And all my sponsors, man. Shout out to Hemp of Colorado. They really help us with like CBD products and stuff like that to keep us really recovered and stuff like that. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. I've been pretty low.
I love it. We'll add all your social contacts right above your name there, so everybody can keep up with you for future fight news. And on that note, Youssef, man, best of luck. I look forward to seeing the fight, man. And again, thank you for the time. I can't wait to talk soon.
Yes, sir. Every time. Anytime.
Yes, sir. Best of luck. And there he goes, Youssef, the Moroccan Devil Zalal. He is kind enough to give us some time in just under a week. He is going to the UFC Apex Saturday, June 27th, and he is going to be on the undercard of Poirier Hooker. That entire card you don't want to miss. Make sure you keep a lock on my MMA.
The first fight or not, so I don't know.
Either way, you're on the card, and it's going to be a whole damn great card. I'll say that. So everybody keep it locked to MyMMAnews.com for all your fight news needs.